Good morning, everyone. My name is Gagan Sarkaria. I'm here with my team today on our Friday live stream session called Inspired Insights with Gagan Sarkaria. How are you, William?
Great, doing fine.
Good. Well, thank you for being here. And how are you, Armin?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good. Well, thank you guys for being here. I know it's very late on your part of the world. America, here we did our daylight savings and changed our clocks and totally forgot that there was additional hour added. So thank you, William, for pointing that out. So we are starting 1 hour earlier today and wanted to make sure that we kickstart our month of November with QiMen forecast. And today, let me get our deck started. I've got a great topic to discuss as we roll over, and we've started our November month, and we are bringing you all the energy forecast for November 2024 using QiMen Dunjia modality. My name is Gagan Sarkaria. I'm a high achievement business coach, and I'm here with my international consulting group where we assist determined entrepreneurs achieve remarkable success, whether that success is in the field of relationships, health, career, job, finances, investment, or business. So I am a certified Chinese metaphysics practitioner. I'm based out of Texas, United States of America, and I'm the owner of the consulting group. And we've got a great lineup here with our master, William Chua, and Armin right here to chime in with me. And I've got great experience, but what I'm really passionate about is entrepreneurs and focused professionals to help them build their business and brand using Chinese metaphysics astrology charts. I'm a university professor turned Chinese metaphysics practitioner, and over the year, I've had the pleasure and the opportunity and honor to build successful brands, companies, and leveraging my experience and corporate management expertise. So I'm grateful for my journey using Chinese Metaphysics Academy, and I'm a little nostalgic this month. November 4th, 13 years ago, I got laid off, and I've never looked back. I've built businesses, brands, all with the heart-centered aspects of using Chinese metaphysics. And QiMen is a great and a very big part of it. How QiMen manifestation, strategic execution, forecasting, QiMen feng shui, and Warcraft has allowed me to achieve different levels of success, not only for myself, but for my family, friends, and clients. So today, I'm also going to be accompanied in the session with William Chua. So hang in there till the end, as he's got some bonus dates for good sectors and manifestation aspect. So let's kickstart November 2024 energy analysis. This is the pig month. It's the Yihai Yinwood pig month, and we are here to educate you, encourage you, empower you, and energize you so that you can create extraordinary results for this last quarter of 2024. Now, the dates are from November 7th to December 5, give and take 1 day. The energy takes a little bit of time to settle in and kick in. But if you have been watching us and you are a part of our tribe and you've been kind of riding the wave with us since May, since we started our live streams, you will kind of must have felt the rockiness and the turbulence and the volatility of the October month, which was the dog month. And now you might feel like, a little bit of a fresh air. Okay, we've kind of feel the excitement of the next year coming in. And since this is the last quarter, and you might say, Gagan, this is November, December, the year ends. No, technically not. Based upon Chinese metaphysics and our calendars, January is going to be the last month. And then we usher in the next year energies of 2025 in February. So from our perspective, from our strategic planning aspects, November, December, and January are the last 4 quarters. And pig being the month, you can probably start to usher in next year's energy starting this month. And why is that? And I'll walk you through that aspect. So November, this is our month chart. So let's take a look at it. From the top to bottom, you can see the dates right here. It's from November 7th to December 5th. It's a yin structure chart. What does that mean? That means that you will actually have tiger and tortoise, which is the white tiger and black tortoise, visible on this chart. Remember, we do not have the grappling hook and phoenix show up in the yin charts. So it's all about tapping into the energies and creating success and manifestation based upon the energy that is in front of you. I have to share the formula of 8, 9, and 10. What does that mean? Look at the 8 doors, the 9 stars, and the 10 deities in QiMen to be able to create your success, your manifestation, your planning, whether it's planning for your health or relationships or financial gains or career advancement. If you recall from the previous session, what William did share using QiMen for important activities, and he does that regularly in our Telegram channel. You can follow QiMen Dunjia system has 8 different categories. And if you don't know what those 8 categories are, he went a little bit over them in our period 9 e-course that you can probably check it out as well and learn more in-depth foundation using QiMen. So these are the 8 systems that we follow. My favorite ones are the destiny charts for QiMen that allows you to realign yourself to this amazing modality. I love forecasting and strategic execution. They go hand in hand. And today in forecasting system, what we are trying to do, we are trying to find and seek progressive solutions for some questions. And the questions are, okay, what are the sectors? How can I tap into these energies? What does the month of Yin Wood Pig month brings to us, and what are the opportunities and alignments for you to have? We are conducting today a strategic assessment of the QiMen chart for November 2024 to find, create, and manifest our goals so you can be educated, empowered, and have better decision-making skills. Now, today's monthly energy forecast using QiMen framework is a part of the strategic execution system. But you also have to understand that you need to know your destiny charts as well. Now, let me ask you, can you find a solution to something if you don't even know what the problem is? Not really. So you have to know your goals. You need to know your aspirations, your desires. What is it that you really want to solve or create in the month of November or in the month for the next quarter or next year? So with that said, we need you to plot your QiMen Dunjia chart. If you don't know where to plot it, here is a QR code for it. You can go to our website, gagansarkaria.com, and plot your destiny chart. Now I'm going to show you what a destiny chart looks like. Here is a sample QiMen destiny chart. And you will see in the chart, so these 4 pillars are going to be based upon your Badza 4 pillars. And based upon your date of birth, time of birth, you will have your QiMen destiny chart. And in here, you will see somewhere out of these 8 boxes, the label destiny will exist. And that's how you will figure out that that's your destiny palace. Now, why is that important? Well, it is important because we are going to share the month chart for November. And if you have your destiny chart, you will layer it and figure out where is your destiny palace and what are the opportunities available for you. So in QiMen Dunjia system of Chinese metaphysics, it falls into the destiny science modality and divination. And that's why I really, really love it, because it allows you to not only find your issues, problems, strengths, and weaknesses, and also what is stopping you from creating and manifesting your goals. It also allows you to create solutions based on the right energy at the right time. So we talk about 4 realms in QiMen Dunjia system. We talk about the heaven, earth, and man trinity, but we also look at the universal energies, which is outside the Sanchai, the Trinity realms. Now, what are these four realms associated with? They're associated with the deities, the 10 QiMen deities. They're associated with the stars, the 9 stars, the 8 doors, and then the stems are related to people matter. So you've got the time, event, and matter and space aspects in these four realms. We can create miracles. We can create and see what opportunities are there. It allows us and gives us clarity and direction to take our actions based upon the time and space element. And it also allows us to see the element of humanity, like people involved in your situations, what aspects are there. So if you are enjoying our sessions and you are enjoying our sharings, please do me a favor, like this video, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay updated with our latest videos. Ask us questions here in the comments. If you are here chiming in live, we would be happy to take your questions and give you some solutions and answers. So let's begin. Now, November is the month of the pig, and we begin in the Northwest Palace or the sector of this chart. Now, you might say, Gagan, we also started October in the Northwest sector. What happened? Well, yes, Northwest is also shared by the dog zodiac sign. So if you look at the four corners of this chart, the Northwest, Northeast, Southeast, and Southwest, they're all shared by two animal signs each. Whereas the North, South, East, and West have one animal each, and these are also the four peach blossoms. And the animal signs are in here that are the peach blossom animal signs, that is the rat, the horse, the rabbit, and the rooster. So the Northwest sector is shared by the dog and the pig energy. So keeping that in mind, I want to keep things simple. So I will start with Northwest and go clockwise and kind of give you the insights and the key pointers so that you can plan and strategize your month of November. Now, remember, you have to have some context to each palace to personalize it to yourself. So I can give you some generic concepts and energy overview, but you have to take that information and apply it to yourself and find solutions that are associated with your situations or your problems. Now, if you don't know where to go, or you end up not knowing what your goals are and you need help, we are here to help you, to guide you so that you don't go wandering around and lose your precious time, because time is money and you have to be able to create your solutions within this time. The month charts are very, very positive and powerful in creating solutions and creating your success. So let's begin. If your destiny palace, remember I asked you to plot your chart. If you don't have your chart right now and you're watching us live, that's okay. You can always go plot your chart later. But if your destiny palace is in the Northwest sector, what is it that you have to look at? The life door, we are looking at the heavenly grain, we're looking at the moon, and we're looking at the stems. So based on this information, there are opportunities of growth, and life door is everything to do with one's livelihood and means of generating income. There is an element and energy of progress and advancement in life. Now, if you really feel like that next year is going to be a big year, you have worked very hard for the last couple of months or years, like I have for the last 9 years, then I really want to take advantage of the next year. But if I don't want to encounter problems, I don't want to, I want to anticipate what the next year holds, and I want to create my wealth and abundance, I need to make sure that I'm tapping into this month's chart to kickstart that action. So for those of you for Northwest, you need to be able to find and seek the inner hidden talent, discover something that is hidden in your talents. Uncover your untapped potential. We all have room to grow. We all have. We can always learn something new that maybe we didn't even know was a strength or a talent. And this is the sector to do that. You can have your back towards northwest and tap into the energy of the great moon to find those secrets, those untapped potentials for yourself. And make sure that your integrity is high. You are keeping your word and you strengthen your character. It is very important. Now, there is a potential of a little bit of health issues, but grain is not all about health related issues. It also has a very high entrepreneurial capacity and the ability to create more income for yourself. Excuse me. Now, remember, the heavenly bird star that usually in a Chiman chart will sit somewhere in the center, it always gets attached to the heavenly grain. Now, grain is about character. The heavenly grain is about character, but the heavenly bird is about attitude. And attitude and character go side by side. They're the two sides of the same coin. A negative attitude is like an energy vampire. And that's not going to create results for you because it will not only drain you, it tends to drain others around you as well. So if you have the temptation of any entitlement, or you feel like complaining, or you're not happy about something, I would highly recommend that you curb that a little bit and have control over entitlement issue, about complaining and blaming, and be humble. It's You genuinely need to be humble and prepared for these opportunities, because if you have a hidden agenda, it's going to backfire. So please be sincere and be ready, because you actually can have the opportunity for multiple streams of income if you are ready and prepared and humble. With that entitlement chip on your shoulder, it will not work. Now, unfortunately, the Northwest also has some negative formations. And one of the formation is the punishment structure, the shinge. It indicates penalty in the verdict. So if you are in any kind of a lawsuit or um, litigation, or you have issues with some authorities, there is an opportunity, or there's a potential or a possibility for loss of money in transactions. There could be a verdict that is you're not going to be happy about. So try to avoid those situations and see if you can ride the wave without being upset about things. Now, there could be a sickness on a road trip. So if you have your Destiny Palace in the Northwest, you might want to take additional precautions. Be careful of your reputation. What does that mean? If your integrity is not at par, or you don't keep your word, that could lead to a tarnished reputation. Because what is your brand? Your brand is what people talk about you behind your back. When you're not in a room and you leave the room, whatever people talk about you in your absence becomes your reputation. So please guard it. It's important for you to be mindful of those. Situations could escalate in this sector, so be mindful of that. Risk of financial loss could be there, and overall it's a little bit of an inauspicious sector. So let's move on to the next one. Right here in the Northwest, you also have the right timing to execute your plan. So again, you have to lessen your burden. How do you lessen your burden? It's not you keep delegating your tasks. Sometimes you lessen your burden by taking an inner view and reflection, and understand if there is some emotional baggage that you carry, you might want to unload it. So maybe writing a journal, letting those emotions out and keeping them on the side would be something that I highly recommend. Humility is a crucial yet often overlooked quality in our interactions. Humility fosters balance in relationships and unites people. So, regardless of your social status, I highly recommend practicing humility and being humble, not only with yourself, but with every interaction that you have, connections, and it will bring positivity into your social circle as well. True humility enables balance in various situations and diminishes self importance or egotistical human behaviors. So I believe that gratitude and humility go side by side. You can't be grateful and not be humble, or you can't be humble and not be grateful. So if you are a grateful person, you are also a humble person. It's like the yin and the yang energies of the same emotion. Humility is inside you, and gratitude is what you express in your outward environment. So that's about the northwest sector for the month of November. So moving on to the north sector, we've got surging snake sitting here in the north sector. So if your destiny palace is in the north, you can have your back towards north and manifest with the abilities and the power of the surging snake. Surging snake allows you to be a seeker. Surging snake can go and seek things for you, find opportunities, find solutions, find good deals for you, find, like I work a lot with uh, surging snake, so I can manifest surging snake really well, finding opportunities or clearing the traffic for me if I'm rushing through something, and keeping me safe. You can manifest security and safety with any of your um, QiMen deities, if especially they're sitting on your destiny palace or on your karma palace. So, what does this month talk about? The harm door is an aggressive door. So, it can represent harm, damage, unfortunate outcomes, and setbacks and obstructions in life. So, this month, in here, you've got surging snake for sure, but you also have the harm door. So if you want to reflect or take back or retreat a little bit on your actions, that is highly recommended. Don't be selfish. Be careful of what you say. Why? Because heavenly pillar is all about speech, about communication, about your words. So if you are not going to be careful of what comes out of your mouth, it can be perceived selfish. It can fire back. But the news that you're waiting, let's say if you're expecting some information or communication from somebody, or you're waiting from a client that they need to sign off on a proposal, or they need to or you're listening, waiting for some kind of a news, it may not be what you were expecting. So you have to be prepared and patient. Why? Because if you start manifesting, you can manifest with the snake, and you have to make sure that you're not spending too much energy and time focusing on um, things not working out the way you expected it to work out. Now, remember, when you are moving from one month to the next month's energy, the first few days is a transition energy. So you have to let the energy settle in and be patient. A couple of months ago, I think we were trying to do a meeting or a live stream, and we were doing it during those transition of the energy time. And we had hiccups with technology, hiccups with servers, hiccups with electricity. It was a very challenging event. Like, we were trying to do it, and then we realized we just picked the wrong time. So just be patient with yourself, and your words matter. So be positive, be uplifting, and have hope. Because if you don't have hope for yourself, how are you going to be hopeful for the environment and the situation around you? Now, focus on productive activities rather than complaining, rather than whining, rather than being upset. If you transition and channel that energy that you're feeling to something more productive, it will create good results then. So in the north, we also have the fortune seeking aspects. So if you are trying to create something, you need to choose the people or the opportunities where there are successful clues of influence and you can actually follow that direction. So let's say if the things are not working out, follow a coach or a mentor of yours or an advisor or an inspirational person or situation that inspires you. So you have to follow what is happening in your environment, because the external forces you can control, right? But you can always align your goals through the inspiration that comes from others or your environment. Effective communication and your ability to adapt is very essential for leadership, prosperity, and constantly changing environment. So it is the changing environment. You probably don't like change, but you will have to follow it so that you can have the breakthrough that you are looking for. Maintain your principles firmly and open yourself to the changes that are happening. Now, follow good influences for success. I'm pretty sure whatever industry, whatever job, whatever career, whatever situation you're going through, you can find somebody who can inspire you and will influence you to motivate yourself to do the right things. Now, adapting your approach frequently to navigate your challenges is very important, because it's the harm door. It's the pillar. You don't know what people are going to talk about and say. So you need to control yourself and have the language that allows you to build a followership. So again, there's a common theme this month about change, about understanding your goals, and communication and connection. So if you have your principles and integrity intact, all the deities are going to come in to help you solve your problems this month. And I promise you that if you take advantage of these energies, your next year is going to be a better year, because this is a volatile year. So I know William wants to talk about Northeast sector, right, William? So
Yes, I do.
I'm going to pass it on to you so that you can share your information.
All right. Thank you, Gagan. Okay. When it comes to Northeast, as you can see, there's a very, I would say, very important or very big, good deities, which is called Chief, right? As you know, you may know, Chief is the leader of the 10 deities. So whenever we have a chief in the sector, usually the sector will be doing fine. Usually, of course, we got to see the rest of the components, right? But with this chief at the 7-star level, you see that there's a 7 over here. There's small little 7 here. Means this chief is a 7-star level, which is a very good highest level of the chief, that it can control many things. So what chief can do? Chief can be very good in terms of leadership, can be in terms of protection and so on. There's so many things chief can do, right? And together with chief, usually come with the stem Jia. So you won't see a Jia here, but there should be a Jia here as well. So when there's a Jia and a Ji together, it means the miracle you can do is to take charge. You have to take charge of what you're doing. So when there's this Jia here, is very important. So whatever you do, you take charge. Okay. Then next, we're talking about the heavenly heart. Okay, heart is also talk about leadership as well. It's talk about specialty. Leader either in certain area. Also can be emotional healing. It can be part of a healing process. Also can be a new beginning, fresh start, and so on. And also can be honor the truth. Together with the delusion door, you can see that delusion door is also talking about hiding, keeping secrets, or could be studying without disturbance, acquiring new skill. However, when these two come together, there are always a positive and negative side. So in terms of positive side, it means that usually you can use this delusion door with the heavenly heart to plan your studying, to plan your acquiring new skill, or do emotional healing together. However, doing a hindsight is that when we say honor the truth, means that somehow where we say keeping secret in the delusion door, you have to had a heart-to-heart talk. You rather have a hiding or keeping your secrets from a loved one. So with this thing, if you're going to keep the secrets, and then probably you will lead into some missed opportunities, or even you will actually have the so-called procrastination than doing all these things. This delusion door also can be means procrastination. So be mindful on this sector. If your destiny palace is in this sector, you have to be mindful that just be open, honor the truth. And with the chief, you are being blessed. So everything will be fine, right? Next. Together, you see, in this northeast, or that the people's matter is talking about the lessen your burden, right? Lessen your burden. But you saw, you can see there's very good structure we call 向左. 向左 is a kind of you call it special assistance. Okay, 向左. Let me go back a bit. Let me tell you what is going on. Okay, this 向左 is a super assistance structure, or this called 向左 is a super assistance structure. It actually can be very good formation for a business trip, or even collaborating, conducting business deals, or even to meet a mentor or nobleman. So as the name implies, 向左 is in Chinese is this assistance. So they will be actually blessed with assistance in doing everything in this month of November. Together, we have this hexagram. Okay, I want to talk about a little bit of hexagram, because this meeting hexagram, okay, as you can see from here, meeting hexagram, is telling us a story. It's talking about 5 men with a lady. Why 5 men? Because there's this 5 yang line and 1 yin line. Okay, you can see 1 dotted line. So this 5 yang line or 1 yin line is talking about this lady is in front of the 5 men having a meeting. So what is the analogy you can think of this meeting? It's a kind of relationship. This lady has to be very attractive, so that all the 5 guys is looking at this lady. However, when you're looking at this another perspective, also can be this lady could be very influential or very powerful, right? So somehow, if a deep thought, see, you have to be very, very careful on the relationship on this matter, because when it involve 5 guys and 1 lady, the relationship could be messy, So you have to be very careful on this area in terms of the relationship matters. So that's why you have to be vigilant against everything going to arise during the so-called power, or from your position to see the things connection with the influential people, right? So this is the part that in this area you have to be aware in terms of the relationship. And now I pass back to Gagan.
All right, thank you, William. I appreciate that. That's really good information, and I love the fact that you are talking about the delusion door and the heart, heavenly heart, that you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with yourself. I think I shared in the past session, but I'm going to repeat it here. Delusion door, like how we were talking about earlier, that we want to talk about QiMen Feng Shui probably starting next month, and talk about Feng Shui elements and concepts from QiMen perspective on the forecast. And it's important for everybody who's watching us live or will be watching us on the replay to understand that QiMen not only affects you on a monthly level, creating opportunities, finding solutions. QiMen at the core of everything is your subconscious. Okay, so it allows you to tap deep into your subconscious and unconscious levels that maybe you are not aware of what is happening, that you can focus and redirect your energy and your flow to that element and create breakthroughs for yourself. Now, you have to remember, we all love growth and prosperity and abundance, but growth only happens after change. And change sometimes is not a pleasant one. It can really kick you in your rear end and make you fall on your face also. but you have to get up and create those successful solutions for yourself. So with the delusion door, I know you can turn everything on the positive dial. So if you start being truthful and honest with yourself, then being truthful and honest with your relationships and with your environment becomes easy peasy. Then it's not a challenge. But you have to be true to yourself first. And sometimes, in order to do that reflection, delusion door is really powerful. The great moon is really powerful. So tap into those energies. If your destiny palace is in the north east, like William just shared. So moving on to the East Palace. So for those of you who have your Destiny Palace in the East, here is the sector for the month of November. We've got 6-star 9 heavens, and I absolutely love 9 heavens. You know, when you talk about visualization, if you can see it with your mind's eye, you can achieve it. So in this sector, the energy is that there's a smooth period ahead. So this month is going to be a smooth sailing for you, but you have to be wise. What is the difference between being wise and having the knowledge of something? So what we are doing right now, we are sharing the knowledge that we have with you all. But it is you who has to decipher this knowledge, and based upon your own experience and wisdom, have to take the action. So the heavenly grass star this month sitting in the east sector for you talks about you have to have self-control and boundaries. Now, whether that boundaries are physical boundaries or emotional boundaries or intellectual boundaries, you have to have boundaries, and you have to strengthen and build up your team. If you don't have team, like, I mean, you are not a boss or a supervisor or a managerial position, and you don't have subordinates, then your team could be your friends, your team could be your family, your team could be your advisors, your team could be your mentors. Whatever you perceive as your team, you need to strengthen that aspect. Go build and touch base with them. Find your supporters, because you cannot do everything by yourself. So in here, you have the scenery door as well. So reputation building is very important. Brand building, building your trust with your audience, with your team, with your supporters, with your clients is very important. And we have right here a QiMen Dunjia structure called Tianja. It's one of the 5 fakes that we have in QiMen, and it is the heavenly fake. What is Tian mean? Tian means the heavenly. So it fosters peace and alleviates bad luck. So the energy is positive. It's asking you to be wise. It's asking you to have self-control, but build your team. So it's beneficial to go build those relationships. It's also beneficial for people who want to take career advancement exams or licenses or any kind of a professional, certification. It's ideal for planning and gaining support, and it's also good for winning public confidence. It provides necessary elements for achieving victory. So if you kind of compile all of this information that we are sharing, the insights today, you should be able to find your solution by tapping into 9 heavens, back towards 9 heavens in the east sector, and writing your discoveries and finding solutions. So we have the hexagram of the accomplished hexagram right here, which actually means that you have achieved your task or goal, but you're not there yet. So the analogy I can give you here is like, let's say if you were doing mountain climbing, okay, and you're very focused, we're very driven that you've got to climb up to the peak, and now you've got like the last 50 steps to take, and you will be at the peak and you will accomplish your goal. You're almost there, right? But the irony is that if you go to the top, you have to come down too, and you might have to come down on the other side of the mountain. So even your project or your goals are almost complete, you still have work to do. So don't give up and don't kind of drop the ball at this crucial moment. So completion is just a temporary moment, because after finishing a project, you might have to create analytical reports. Excuse me. You might have to go back and give a summary. You might have to go back and see, okay, where did we go wrong and what did we do really well? So enjoy your success and your accomplishment, but don't become complacent. It's very important for you to manage your tasks carefully because of a couple of things. The month energy says that you're almost accomplished, not there yet, but from the annual perspective, you still have 3 months to go. So don't give up, okay? You can still push through, you can still complete your goals for this year. And you have to address any unfinished tasks that you have so that you can savor your accomplishments without losing the foresight of the quarter and the next year to come. So make sure you're taking advantage of this energy and focusing on your reputation and brand building and trust building. So the next
Gagan,
one,
if I may,
yes,
if I
please.
may.
Sure.
I like your phrase talking about complacent. You see, it's true. You see, when people going through complacency, that is a time whereby the downfall coming, downhill coming. That's what you explain. So you have to constantly keep reminding yourself not be in the complacent mood,
Yeah.
whereby everything is upcoming. There's something that you can look for. Even you reach to the top, you have to find a new height to climb. You cannot just stop there and then look down.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you look down, everything is going downhill. So this is a very important. At the same time, this E sector, we have this 9 heaven and grass. It also can be talking about think out of a box. But however, the think out of a box cannot be too over. You
Mm-hmm.
have to be self-control, as what you mentioned. You need to self-control and then know how much far you can think out of a box. You cannot go too far out to a certain extent. So this is the part that you will tend to have this think out of the box things that come to you, but
Correct.
you need to control it. Self-control is important. Yeah.
William, I have sometimes, when I work with my clients using QiMen and create solutions and opportunities for them, I have to really drill this down, that your goals that you want to accomplish or manifest have to be within your realm of possibility. The concept of achieving success is really good, and everybody wants to create success. Everybody wants to have a side gig, a business, investments, bigger house, bigger cars, everything, right? It's all good, you can. But the question is, you have to be very real with yourself. Yes, 9 heavens can actually help you dream big, achieve big, and see bigger visions, but you have to be grounded enough to not create goals that are not fitting into your reality. For example, I would love to own a Lincoln. I would love one day to own a Lincoln, but it's not in my realm of possibility this year. Make sense? So you cannot be oblivious to your own reality, okay? We all want to create 6-figure income. We all want to create $250,000 income. We all want to create $1 million income. But if you are not even making $50,000 a year, for you to create a goal of $250,000 a year is a little outside your reach. So be real with yourself, and small baby step accomplishments, when you compound them over time, you can create results. And I will share those, that I have been able to do that, but it didn't happen in one day or 1 week or 1 month or 1 year. It's going to happen in 1 decade for sure. And I have been tracking my success. I've been tracking my clients' success, all because of QiMen and their destiny charts, that we can customize their success and their goals. It's an amazing journey. What people take 20 years to do, you can do it in 6 years. But the question is, do you have the patience and commitment to go after your goals and hold that hope and that desire for 3 years to 6 years to 9 years? That's a question only you can answer, right?
Yeah.
So it is a good month to create success, but to vision, to envision, to write your goals, and then go from there. So let's move on to the next one. We've got Southeast sector. So if your destiny palace for your QiMen destiny chart is in the Southeast palace, then you have to participate actively. What does it mean? Again, complacency. Just because it's November and just because it's beautiful fall season outside and it's getting a little bit cozy, and I don't want to uh, work till late nights because 6 o'clock it's pitch dark here in the United States. So I want to wind down. No, I can't. Why? Because my third shift sometimes starts at 7 p.m. in the night and I worked at 3 or 4 in the morning. And William will text me, Gagan, are you still awake? Are you working? And I'm like, yes, I just finished my deck. And Armin will say, go to bed. You still awake? My employees will text me, what are you doing? You need to be sleeping. I'm like, yeah, I'm working. Why? Because I'm at that tail end of having that big breakthrough for the entire decade. It is very important. And my destiny palace is in Southeast. So I definitely cannot be complacent. I have to be very active in my participation because the ambassador star is about finance. It's about money. It's about selling. It's about numbers. It's about money management skills. Thank God I'm good with money, and creating money has never been an issue, even though sometimes it's up and down, but that's the energy of money, right? That's how we create miracles and we manifest, by tapping into these right energies and being in the right place at the right time. So it's all about life and forward motion. So I keep talking about next year, next year, next year, last quarter. So I'm not saying, hey, don't do anything. I'm saying start preparing for next year, because the next year is the yin wood snake year, and pig and snake have a clash, right? So, what better month or time to start creating your goals and figuring out what is your soulful word for the year that will be your personal anchor to creating your results and creating your life for the next year. And we are ushering into big time period 9. So build your empire. Do not hide away or hide or shy away from money or numbers or expressing your desire to sell something. Now, the beautiful energy of the Riwang, which is the Sun Prosperity Formation, is advantageous for career development, assuming a new project or position or a job, or expanding your business, wealth creating projects. Now, even if, let's say, you don't sign off on a big project, but having that outward approach and putting things in motion can create good results, because it helps the person find the post or the platform to fulfill his or her desires. Now, the death door, somebody will say, oh my gosh, there's a death door. Well, every door has a positive and a negative energy attached to it. The question is, it's your free will choice. What is it that you're focusing on? Are you focusing on the positive side of the door or the negative side? Are your actions going to be aligned to the positive side or the negative side? Well, let me tell you something. If you if you are a positive person, you are humble and you have hope inside you, no matter how the negative environments are, you are going to find your way out of it. If you surround yourself with the right energy and the right information and the right people, you will find yourself way out. Now, the death door is also a sign that, you know what, it's time to take a break. The sky horse is like a traveling star. It's time to energize. It's time to take a break. It's important for you to keep that money and wealth generating aspects out there, but maybe it's the travel that brings you more exposure. Is the travel that gives you more opportunities, and travel that gives you a different perspective that maybe you never even thought about. That's why all my buddies have been really pushing me that I need to get on that plane next week, and I will. So I am going to take this time this month to do spiritual and metaphysical reflections and activities and paying regards to my ancestors, because without their blessings, I don't think I would have been able to survive or thrive. And the ending of stagnant energies is I'm more excited about, letting go of things that haven't served me well in the last couple of years, and creating success is very important. Now there is a negative formation right here, which is the green dragon escape. uh, so it indicates a little bit of misfortune or loss in finances or just dissatisfaction and unhappiness. But again, it's a free will choice. Focus on the positive. You don't have to focus on the negative too much. So it's not suitable for activities that bring drastic change. So you have to be careful about it. But again, I'm excited about it because I've got the sky horse in there. So Southeast sector also has the information where your delivering of the message, exchange of information is possible. Um, I can tell you, I'm so excited to be traveling uh, to Malaysia, Singapore, and Tokyo, because the people that I've met and built relationships and friendships with in the last 5 years, I get to meet most of them. And I get to be with William and Armin and Jake and Kenny and Vimla and June, all of them this time, and 7 of us are going to be there. And I've got other friends in Malaysia that they are traveling from all over to meet me, which is amazing. I've got to visit my academies that I've studied with, the Mastery Academy with Dato Joy Yap, and then Ziwei Feng Shui Academy. They're both in Kuala Lumpur, and I get to meet my teachers. So I'm very, very excited about the upcoming travel. Now, the peel hexagram is the message that serves a cautionary reminder. Why? Because there could be an illusion. So, urging us, for those of us who've got our Destiny Palace in the Southeast sector, to be cautious amongst chaos and confusion. So, if you feel confused, don't hesitate to ask people who are not confused, you know so that's the best thing. Surround yourself with the best people to seek advice, to open up your mouth and say, okay, what do you think about this? What about this? I'm a little confused about it. I need your advice. Be open, because that's how you will be able to manage your stress and make better decisions. Because if you take rash actions or quick judgments, it may not go in the right direction. So be cautious and recognize when to retreat. And this can prevent the unnecessary effort or unhappiness or dissatisfaction that you may encounter in the Southeast for this month. So moving forward, I've got the South sector where we are going to talk about if your Destiny Palace, based on your QiMen Destiny chart, is in the South sector. You've got the Black Tortoise, you've got the Heavenly Destructor, and the Fear Door sitting here. So what does that mean? The Black Tortoise gives you the opportunity to think outside the box and have an unconventional approach to certain things. It's good for manifesting solutions that need to be unconventional. They are not the norm, but you want to break through. You can tap into Black Tortoise. But with the Ren stem, the issues that you might encounter might be sticky situations or messy situations or issues. So what do? You manifest and let it ride. Don't do anything drastic that could affect and backfire you. So the Destructor Star is the unconventional and fast and furious approach, but you have to face the battles or the situations. You cannot hide. You cannot be complacent. Again, the same theme. If you really look at the theme, it's a similar theme for the entire month. So you have to be vigilant. You have to face what the issues are and get outside of the messy and the sticky situations. Now, the fear door is a verbal door. It is about morality. It is about goodwill. It's about sales. It's about influencing, leading. And it is also about hunting and lawsuits. So, what does that mean? It indicates a statement that surprises the world or afford false alarm. So, you have to be very vigilant of what is happening here in the South sector for you so that you can have the unconventional approach and find the solutions using Black Tortoise, the destructor star, and also the fear door. Now, fear door doesn't mean that you are scared, you know. Fear door in your destiny palace. If you have fear door in your destiny palace, and now fear door is coming in for the month of November, you have to be mindful of your self worth issues. Your confidence level could be a little bit low. So if you are feeling emotional or helpless, just think that's not the reality. It's all in your head, it's all in your subconscious that is now being activated a little bit more. And you feel the effect of that low self esteem and lack of self worth a little bit more. But you have to depend upon the other elements that you can create a prosperous streak. You can influence people. Now, here's the question: if you cannot influence yourself to do the right thing, do you think you can influence others doing anything? I don't think so. So practice on yourself first. So if you normally think that you go in one direction and you don't get the results, influence yourself to do something else. Take a different approach, an unconventional approach. That's what the Black Tortoise can do for you. And creating those intimate relationships is very important. So, Marrying Maiden, the hexagram 54 in here, basically tells you that affection is very crucial in intimate relationships, but it needs to be handled with care and respect. Don't take advantage. Don't be an enabler. Don't be codependent and cross your boundaries. So don't muddy up your relationships when it comes to, especially with your partners, intimate relationships. And happiness often comes from appreciating what you have and wanting what you have. So most people have the desire to have something, right? But when they have it, when they accomplish it, the value is not there. So I'll give you an example. You know, how many of us have had a love marriage or have had, we've gone for dates and we've absolutely fascinated the other person, and we would like, okay, go on battles and wars to make them our partner in life. But when you marry them, then you don't treat them with the same love and respect and regard, because now you've moved on to the next girlfriend, even though you have the wife who was your girlfriend, right? Because you're mentally, you are still in that capacity of like the flirtatious, romantic, charming person. But when that other party, whether it's your wife or husband or a girlfriend or boyfriend, when they are now your spouse, you're not showing the same respect and the desire that you had when they were not your legal spouse, right? That's what this is talking about. This hexagram talks about avoid the flirtatious, unethical aspects in relationships. So don't make those mistakes, because if you do, it's going to fire back. Just saying that. So just be careful with that. So moving forward, we've got the Southwest sector, and I think William, you want to talk about Southwest or West?
West.
West. Okay. So I will finish the Southwest and then pass it on to you. So those of us who have the Destiny Palace in the Southwest sector, we've got the Open Door, which is the envoy for the month. We've got the White Tiger as the deity. We've got the Heavenly Assistant Star, and then we've got the stems here with small livestock as the hexagram. So let's talk about the Open Door. The Open Door means fresh beginnings, new beginnings, fresh starts to things, the ability to overcome obstacles and challenges. It's all about matters that can progress smoothly with few obstacles. It's a very positive star, and with the envoy door means that it's the lead star for the month. So you can tap into that aspect of of open door. Now, open door has the gang metal element right here, and you're going to make some critical decisions. You have to break through because it looks like if you take a deeper inner reflection, you might find yourself at the crossroads of something and you have to make a decision. It's time for you to take action and make the decision. Now, open door with the Gwei stem here may lead to some loss of finances or financial stability. And it could be that someone or something is going to cause you to lose money. So, for example, let's say if you were in the middle of making a decision to part ways from your partners, whether it's in business or in relationships or with employees or consultants or whatever, you have to make a decision because you've been thinking, you're at that crossroads. Should I do it? Should I not do it? So either way, I'm not saying part ways. I'm not saying that. I'm saying whatever the decision you have to make, you've been thinking for a few weeks and months that is causing you stress, take care of that situation. Make the decision. If you have to make the decision that, yes, we're going to stay partners, you might have to give them something more to keep them as a partner, to keep them as a happy, collaborating partner. And if you're going to part ways, you might lose some income right there or stability. So be ready for it because open door can still create more success for you. Okay. So change is needed. If change is needed, don't be complacent because assistant star is about improving your talents, your education, learning. It's about your career development, business expansion. So if you don't use the energy and the time that is this month, you can create the success that you want to create. So if you are wanting to learn new modality, let's say you wanted to learn all about period 9, or you wanted to know about what 2025 is going to hold for you, take action, do a consultation, get into the course that we've recorded for you for period 9 and plan your success accordingly. Now, new projects are there, but mutual efforts. The white tiger talks about mutual effort, means that you have to collaborate, and your own efforts are very important. You have to put the energy in your own tasks, in your own work, because you can't be dependent upon others too much. Your own energy needs to shine. So let's say if you worked 40 hours a week, you might have to work 50 to 60 hours a week this time. Put in more effort and you can create success for yourself. So moving forward, we've got teamwork, which is possible, with the stems, the people matter here, but you might have to retreat and regroup because of the open door actions that you're going to take. So it doesn't mean that you can't create success. It's like, be careful, group, retreat, make sure you have the right partners in there, and make sure your efforts are visible. So focus on small matters rather than bigger things. So that's the small livestock message that is coming through us. The value of being subtle and gentle when big actions are not possible. Like, for example, if you wanted to fire someone, a complacent, non productive employee, you have to be a little bit subtle, okay? Make sure you're not taking drastic actions and focus on small issues. Maybe you could offer more training, more learning, more skill development, because from the stars perspective that governs the environment and the opportunities on QiMen chart, I feel there are two aspects of it. One, it tells you what the opportunities are there for you, and the other is that how you can show up in the month for others. So you could actually be of service and assistance to somebody else who could be struggling. That's how you activate the energies of these elements on your QiMen chart. So that's for Southwest. Now I'm going to pass it on to William to talk about the positive and the amazing West sector in the month of November.
All right. Thank you, Gagan, again. Just to add on this Southwest, when you say the hexagram is about small livestock, So you see the message to reflect. There's one part actually I quite like it is it said that avoid bold action, instead use persuasion subtly for future influence. This is very important because small livestock means that you just need to have a small goal, step by step, baby steps. Don't be all uh, over projected that what you want. You see, so this is important. Go for a small step at a time, right? So this is what the message going to bring across for Southwest. Now let's move on to West, which is the last sector for November, right? Why I like this West as well, okay, you can see most of the elements are positive. We have a harmony, we have a hero, we have a rest door, we have a ping, and we have a wu here. And we have these three formation, especially this formation you can see, or this formation, the first one called tie xue, right? Tie xue in English is called flying bird fall into cave. It's also the one of the formation I always use in our daily manifestation. Yeah, it's called inner peace. So tie xue is also inner peace, flying bird fall into cave. So you can see that this formation is very good. I use it daily. Can you imagine? Daily. This is whenever I see this formation, I will definitely want to use it. Okay. So what this flying bird fall into cave means over here? Let me jump a bit onto this formation because this is about something falling to your lap. That means whatever thing you do, it just easily fall into your lap and come to you easily and effortlessly. So this is the most important. But of course, the people say, hey, William, there's this, we call it DE, Kong, called DE. With a DE, for those who know QiMen, if there's a DE, then the impact is not there. Don't care about DE sometimes. oh, don't over tune into what is DE, what if there's a DE. Ignore the DE. Okay? As long as there's a good sector, we use it. DE probably means the strength being half, but half better than zero. You see? It's just like you when you do something, is something or zero. Which one you prefer? I prefer something than zero. You see? Yeah. So now go back to the harmony. Okay, harmony. So harmony is talking about partnership, talking about collaboration, right? And then for this hero is talking about shining bright, boldly courageous, or be somebody that people can see you, or people respect you, right? And you have to plan, strategize, or doing some outreach. Okay, of course, don't bog down by those nitty gritty things. Important because as a hero, you have to somebody who is up there, okay, thinking big picture rather than all small little things that actually controlling you from what you can do. Okay, try not to do that. Then when it comes to the rest door, with this rest door, it can be talk about recreation, talk about happy activities, can talk about celebration or relaxation, even family, and of course nurturing relationship. But if I'm going to combine this rest door together with harmony, you have to be aware because you see, when we say rest door, it's talking about celebration, happy hour. So when the celebration and happy hour go overboard, you also can become bad. Right? So especially when with this harmony in this box, you are going to have a so-called enjoyment together with people you love. Because family, could be family, could be your loved one. If you go overboard on certain area, or even you do business partner, you go for drinking, you have to self-control. You cannot go over. If
Yeah.
not, things will go all out of control. You see?
Mhm.
So everything over here is good. It's just that everything you do, don't over celebrate. Control. Control. Self-control is important.
Yeah,
Right.
I think the overall theme for this month is don't be complacent, have self-control.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. So let me move on to the other two formation, which is also a very good formation. The second one is called Xiu Zha. Xiu Zha. Xiu Zha is, we call it nobility deception. So when you talk about nobility deception, it's talking about connection with people as well. You see, can you see? So you don't realize that this sector in West is very good in terms of connectivity. Because harmony also talk about connection, partnership, collaboration. This Xiu Zhang also talk about connection, talk about influencing, talk about noble people, right? Or talk about relationship as well. So it's about how you want to gather this or create a very harmonious relationship with people that you want to work with. Okay. Then of course the last but not least is we call it the San Qi Zi. San Qi is we call it three noble spirit. It's good for everything. It's good for fortune or even visualization. So you can see that this particular box, even though with the D, we have so many good formation, which actually I'm very happy with it. Right. So next slide.
William, where is your Destiny Palace?
My Destiny Planet is Southwest.
Southwest. Okay.
Yeah.
And Armin, where is yours?
Mine is Northeast.
Northeast. Okay.
Now, see, you have a chief there, 7-star chief. Congrats.
Very nice. Yeah.
Nice. And Gagan, you have yours in the southeast. I just about to mention that there's a sky horse.
Yes.
And you say there's
William,
some financial difficulties. It's okay because you're spending money when you're overseas.
Exactly.
So it's okay. Making use of this spending money to get to know people, have a good so-called gathering with the people.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's fine, right?
Yeah.
So back to here. Okay.
thank you.
Back to here. You see, this hexagram is a very unique hexagram. Just now we are talking about a hexagram called accomplished. This is not yet accomplished. If you realize sharp enough, you look at the hexagram number. Accomplished is number hexagram 63. Not accomplished is hexagram number 64. After 64, 63, you go to 64. It means when after accomplishment, you go to not accomplished, not yet accomplished. So just remember, just now we're saying when you're in this hexagram accomplished, when you're in the mountain top, you have to see a new height. So this new height is the not accomplished. Means in this sector, everything you see, you have to project it as a new goal, new journey, new highlight, anything new, so that you have a targeted of the next level you can climb. Though people say they don't like this hexagram called not yet accomplished because everything is not accomplished. However, to me, this is something that you can work on. It's something you need to work on as well. So in order to work on something, at least you got something to work on. That means you are improving. As long as you work on something, you are improving. So which is a very good hexagram actually. Not yet accomplished.
Yeah. I like the hexagram 63 and 64. It allows you to be humble and grateful.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Correct.
Because we all can get complacent. We can all get egotistical. That's a part of who we are. But these hexagrams and these divine interventions and these messages, they allow us to have hope, humility, and honor in ourselves. And that's how you can create success and manifestation and great goals and accomplishments using QiMen Dunjia. I absolutely love layering QiMen with Ziwe Dao Shu and Bazi and even Feng Shui. I love Feng Shui for QiMen. That's something we're going to add next month. So
yeah,
very nice.
That's why you can see the message across in this West Palace. It's talking about life is an ongoing cycle without conclusion. Achievement often emerge from adversity. So that's why you see we have to see opportunities, okay, within this so-called the trouble. So you have to be very open, positive, okay, in dealing with things, right? So let's conclude all the sectors of all of this month, with all different kind of energy. Look at your QiMen chart, see where is your Destiny Palace fall into. So if yours fall into whichever sectors, remember just now what we mentioned from Gagan started from the northwest until the west. Look at it, tell yourself what is your goal, what you want to do. Why we talk about month chart? Because you see, when we talk about month chart, the energy is different. Month, you see, remember when initially we talk about so many types of chart. We have year chart, month chart, day chart, hour chart. Right? So those good timing I give in the so-called the daily telegram is using our chart. But right now we are talking about month chart. So month chart, month energy, it can be more lasting.
Yes.
More lasting in the sense that it can be when you do some manifestation, it can last you longer. But you got to consistently doing it in a particular month. That's why this next segment I'm going to talk about is talking about manifestation using month chart. Okay, so this is so these are two sectors I chose to share with you more about this month. Okay, for the manifestation. For month chart, usually we do manifestation, not really on activities. So you need to do manifestation. You can do it daily, but I have chosen 3 good days for you to do the manifestation on these 2 sectors. Okay. So what you need to do is to back face west or northeast, whichever your choice, or even both, if you wanted to, it's fine, right? It's fine. There's no restriction that you can only do one, or you can only one day do one. Not really. You can do 2, or you can do multiple times. Up to you. But there are 3 good dates that I want to actually emphasize that you can do the manifestation, and it can bring you so-called more energy. So let me explain a little bit on these 2 sectors before I go into the dates of the 3 days. First one, of course, just now I was mentioning in the northeast, right? Northeast, we have the 7-star chief. Whenever there's a 7-star chief, you are so-called well protected, and you can become a so-called a leader. So if you this month you have something, a goal that you want to move towards, you want to become somebody in command, or you want to get yourself being protected because of you feel that you are actually quite affected by certain things, you can use this sector northeast or the back face northeast to give the command, to get this chief to protect you, to give you the leadership, to give you the so-called power, the control. Now that's what you can do on this northeast. How about the west? West, as just I mentioned, it's talk about harmonious, talk about collaboration, talk about partnership. So if you want to have certain partnership that ongoing, or you want to create new partnership, okay, go to this back face west sector. I said back face west, and then command to the harmony for this relationship, long-lasting relationship, and then to build become a hero, something like a hero, or somebody which actually people respected. So with these 2 sectors, you actually, as long you do it well, do it properly, you actually can gather or this so-called the energy around you for months to come. So now let's go into the dates. Right, the first date I chose, which is the 11th of November. Aman was talking about 11 November for the haircut. Aman. Oh, apparently 11 November is also a good day. You can see it's a stable day. Dongong rating is 3, right? And we have so many good stars and so many good activities you can go to. You don't have to worry about all these negative stars here and there. It's always yin and yang. Whenever there's a positive, there's a negative. So you couldn't avoid the negative stars, but we only concentrate on the positive stars. Right? So you can see the positive stars I quite like is there's a monthly virtue combo, which is very good. Monthly virtue combo. Then there's this called the yin virtue, also very good. So these 2 are very good stars. Very good stars. Yeah. And at the same time, you can do so many things except for seeking for medical treatment. Ignore the hour. Ignore this hour. I want to exclude this hour. It's not that it doesn't mean that you have to do manifestation at this hour. No, it's a whole day. You see, for this time, I'll do a little bit different from the manifestation from the telegram, because that is the hour. But that particular hour, particular timing, you do it. But this one is not. It's the day, any time of the day, any time of the day. So you just need to manifest according to in the back northeast or back west, your choice, right? So, however, do take note, people who born in the year of rooster or may not benefit it. the year of rooster. So again, if you don't know whether you are born in the year of rooster, go plot your parcel chart or plot your QiMen chart. It should show you what is the year pillar, the animal sign. The year of rooster probably will not benefit because it clash with the day. It clash with the day. Other than that, it's fine. Then you might say, hey, if I have a rooster in my month, rooster in my day, rooster in my hour, how does it impact? Ignore. Okay. Or ignore. Just like the DE, ignore. Or don't bother. We only care about year. But that doesn't mean that people born in the year of rooster, if they manifest, something bad will happen. No, it's not. It's not. A disclaimer, it's not, nothing will happen to you. It's just that you won't benefit it. You won't get the benefit of this energy. That's all. Okay, not to worry. The next date is 15th of November. It's a success day, you can see. Or we can, with again, if so many good stars. Or especially I look at the good star is the monthly wealth, heavily noble, and prosperity star. So these are very good stars. Correct. So on this day, same thing. Like what just now I explained on the 11th of November. Exactly the same thing. You just do your manifestation back either west or northwest or northeast or both. Your choice. Your choice. Again, who is not suitable? Those people who were born in the year of ox. Because ox and goat clashed. Born in the year of ox will not benefit it. Again, I disclaimer. Does not mean that something bad will happen. It's just that they don't benefit it. Okay? They don't benefit so-called this. So that's to say that those people who born in the year of ox, just don't choose this day. Choose just now on the 11th of November. Okay? And you can continue to do any time in the month. It's just that these 3 dates I chose are good energy, better energy, stronger energy. That's all. Any dates is fine, actually, in fact. Right? And last but not least, it's also a good day. Okay, it happened to be still a good day. It's also a success day, right? So success day, similar. You see, all these are quite similar from just now on the 15th of November. It's similar. We also have this heavenly virtue. Well, I like this heavenly virtue, monthly wealth, prosperity stars. So again, these are very good stars. Happy spirit. So this is a very good occasion, especially there's this happy spirit. If you're going to manifest back facing the west with the harmony and rest door, you'll get most of the day. You'll get it. You will get what you manifested for, right? So this is, again, those who born in the year of ox probably will not benefit much. I'm sorry. But it's okay. Again, there are so many other days you can choose, right? So these are the 3 days I chose to let you do the manifestation. Again, I repeat, it's the whole day. There's no timing at all. It's the whole day, right? Gagan, pass back to you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing the bonus dates for the entire month. And you selected the top 3 best days based on the QiMen day chart. So those who are watching us and will be watching us on the replay, did you enjoy today's session? We covered a lot of information. So if you can give us some love and likes, that will be very, very helpful for us. And how many people do you believe could value from what we are sharing? So if you know somebody who needs to be here, please invite them, share our channel with them, ask your questions in the comments below, and give us some feedback based upon what you believe is happening in our Inspired Insights channel. So let us know, and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. You can ask questions on the comments in Facebook, but you can always come hang out with us in our Telegram channel. It's the Abundance Manifestation channel. Here is the QR code for you to scan and get inside our channel. Ask our questions. Just like how William is saying that today he's shared, based on the day charts, some great information and dates for manifestation that you can do any time of those 3 dates. But if you want to do it on a daily basis like we all do, William does a great job in posting daily manifestation hours based on your location. So he can post it Singapore time. I'm 14 hours behind. I wake up, I see his times, and I do the manifestations. Arman does his postings and sharings too. Really very helpful. So come hang out with us in the Telegram channel. And this is now time for consultations. Like I said, this is the pig month, November 2024. We are gearing up to plan and strategically align our fourth quarter and actions and goals for the next year. So we are opening our calendars for bookings for 2025 annual readings. So if you want to analyze and strategize what 2025 Yinwood Snake Year brings for you, get on our booking list so that we can start taking care of you. I invite you and highly encourage you to book your session with William and Armin and take it to the next level. So here is a QR code for booking session for William. And if you do the bundle reading for QiMen Dunjia, which includes your destiny signs reading and your annual reading based upon QiMen, you will get a bonus, which is our 2025 Achiever Guide along with the 2025 annual reading. So I highly encourage you to take advantage of this. And if you have any questions, and I know we went a little bit overboard today, it's a 90-minute session, but it's worth every inspiration and information that you need to create breakthroughs and have a fabulous and prosperous November month. With that, thank you so much for chiming in. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching us. Until next time, this is Gagan Sarkaria saying goodbye and good evening to all of you. Have a fabulous evening and a wonderful weekend. See you next time. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Everyone. Bye.